Hi, Dr. Nick here on Feel Good Friday. I was just training my rotator cuff. Yeah, not quite. Today we're going to lose the band and we're going to stop training our rotator cuffs like this. Welcome to Feel Good Friday. Today we're going to talk about the anatomy of the rotator cuff, what it does, and some advanced ways and better ways to train it than standing and rotating your arm in and out. Let's look at the anatomy. The rotator cuff is a group of 4 muscles that sit on your shoulder blade and attach to the head of your arm bone, your humerus. Their main job is to stabilize the head of the humerus into the socket. Individually, the rotator cuff muscles have independent jobs, but collectively as a whole, they work to stabilize the shoulder. So they work to stabilize that humeral head into the socket. And that's a big portion of rotator cuff training that's often overlooked. The muscles are the supraspinatus, which sits right on top of the spine of the scapula. It's where it gets its name. Supra meaning above, spinatus meaning the spine of the scapula. What that does is it comes under here and it connects to the arm bone. It initiates abduction, so when you kind of raise your arm out to the side, but as you lift your arm up, what it does is it pulls the humeral head into the socket so that it doesn't ride up, okay? So it kind of pulls it, stabilizes it in the socket, and as you raise your arm up, it kind of pulls it down so it doesn't ride up. Infraspinatus sits under the spine of the scapula. Infra meaning under, spinatus meaning spine. Sits under the spine of the scapula, attaches to your arm bone. Individually, what it does is it externally rotates your shoulder when your shoulder's in a neutral position. Teres minor. Teres minor attaches to the bottom of your scapula and comes right across and attaches to the humeral head. What this does, it's also an external rotator. It's more active when your arm is at about 90 degrees and you externally rotate at 90 degrees. The last rotator cuff muscle sits underneath the front of your scapula. So sits right on the front side of your scapula in here, and what it does is it internally rotates your shoulder. And that's called the subscapularis, meaning under the scapula. But again, if you want to train the shoulder and the rotator cuff fully, isolating these muscles isn't really the best way to do it. I'm going to show you just a few of my favorite exercises to target the rotator cuff as a whole. Let's check it out. So this first exercise is not only going to train stability of your rotator cuff, it's also going to train your serratus and your lower trap muscles. We'll get to those in another video. But very, very important to the function of your shoulder. So we're going to come on hands and knees, neutral spine, don't let your back sag, don't let it round, neutral spine. We're not going to let our shoulders sink down like that or come up too far like that. We're going to keep a bit of a rounded upper back. That's going to engage serratus. We're going to get nice and tight in our core. We're going to raise one arm up. Okay, almost like up into a Y. Complete the reps on that side. Stabilize here. And come up with this arm. Okay, so the arm that's down, that rotator cuff is really working hard to stabilize that head in the socket. And the arm that's moving is working that lower trap. By you rounding your upper back a little bit, that's engaging serratus, which also plays a big role in the stability of your shoulder blade. In this same position, you could even attach a pulley station or a band in front of you. Again, stabilize your entire core and your shoulder blades, and then you could raise up and perform a row with a band or a cable, and then perform on the other side too. Okay? But we're getting stability in that arm that's supporting you. Next one, we're going to grab a band. You're going to hold it like this, down on the floor. Again, stabilize up on the shoulder blades, core nice and tight, neck in a neutral position, and we're going to lift one arm. So we're going to do a 3-point touch. We're going to do up in a diagonal, out to the side, down in a diagonal, out to the side, up in a diagonal, out to the side, down in a diagonal, and we're going to keep going like this. Complete the reps on that side. Stabilize here. Same thing. Now there are plenty of other rotator cuff exercises that I'll show you in different videos, but those are just some to introduce the concept of training the rotator cuff as a whole and not so much isolating those individual muscles. I hope this helps, guys. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.